Art is life and photography is my life. Good afternoon, I'm Ryan Medina and I'm here to talk about the business in photography. But before that, we will try to discuss or introduce myself before you. Okay. I'm currently the owner of Chiaroscuro House of Art and Photography and the owner of Il Pittore Cafe. And I'm a graduate from UP Fine Arts. I'm an artist, major in painting. I'm an artist and photographer. And I consider myself as an entrepreneur. So before we go to discuss these things, I would just like to discuss the difference between a businessman and entrepreneur. So I got this from a website, LinkedIn, by Rorik Lingens. They say that businessman starts from an existing idea or concept, while entrepreneur starts a business from his own unique idea or a concept. So being an artist, I like to create things that has not been explored. So entrepreneurs like to discover unique things or concepts, while businessmen, they're traditional in terms of managing their business, and entrepreneur, they are innovative and revolutionary. They try to find new ways creating to be relevant in the society. Okay, businessmen, they say that they stay safe, making sure that their profit are intact and it's progressive, while entrepreneurs are risk takers. They dare to explore that and explore, and they're accountable to their actions and decisions. Okay, for businessman, his business gives him a living, while for entrepreneurs, he gives life to his business. Okay, so with this, we can say that businessmen, they try to profit money to provide for their needs, but for entrepreneurs, it's like a living organism. The business is a living organism. It grows and it grows because they have something they want to express, diba? Not only the idea, but they want to make it into more relevant to the society. Businessmen are profit-oriented and entrepreneurs are people-oriented. Okay, so here we will see that entrepreneurs value so much relationships. Okay, they value so much how this business or thing that they're going to do will affect the relationship with other people, will affect the community, will affect, okay, the society itself. Okay, they say that businessmen are worried, but entrepreneurs are excited because businessmen, they tend to worry about, let's say, how to keep their money safe and profits, but entrepreneurs, they're always are excited to do a lot of things to explore. Even sometimes their resources are depleted, but there's this excitement. Okay, I'm sharing this to you because I consider myself more of an entrepreneur. So basically, it's they say that. Okay, entrepreneur is a business person who has evolved into a more complete person, one that is not simply a business person, but a real human being. So he goes beyond just to create profit, okay? He has this larger mindset on how he can make an impact to the society by doing business, okay? So let's proceed to our discussion on how to start, okay? So this is one of the main questions that we are trying to discover on starting a business. So basically, you have to answer the 4 W's. Okay. The first is the what. Okay, what? So what kind of studio or a photography business that you like to start? There are different types of studio, okay, and there are different disciplines in photography. There's landscape photographies, wedding photographies, okay, portrait photographies. So there's also different studios. Okay? There are professional studios for fashion photography. There is wedding studio, okay, just for prenups, something like that. There's also portrait studios that captures family portraits, solo pictures, or something like that. And right now, there's also a trending in the society, the pet studio. So in Japan, they're trying to push for that kind of studio. But you have to know what do you like, what kind of studio you like to set up. Okay, making you try to think about what is your interest. Okay, what is your passion? Maybe you like babies or infants. Maybe you could set up your own baby studio. It's a very intricate, very fragile studio, so it requires a lot of study when it comes with how to set up a studio and how to take care of your subject, the baby itself. Okay, but if you're let's say if you're interested, like what I say with pet studio, of course you have to be an animal lover or a pet lover. Okay, we must love dogs or cats or animals to take good pictures of your subjects. Okay, so once you already know the what, okay, let's say you want to set up your own professional fashion studio, you can go with the next question, is why? Why are you doing this? Okay, so this somehow is very important. You take time, okay, of thinking about why are you doing this studio, okay? First, you want to profit. Oh, that's part of the plan, okay, profiting. But somehow the why questions will determine your guide. It will serve as your guide. It will determine your direction in your business, on how far you want it to go. Okay, so that's the why. And sometimes it takes time. It evolves, the why question. You can just, let's say, start thinking that I love taking pictures of family, okay, of people, okay. So I will go for on that area of taking starting up my own studio, a portrait studio, okay. So and then after a while you go further and deepen the questions why. Along the way you see that you want to make people happy, something like that. You want to create an impact and to create a relevant studio in your community. Okay, maybe you can try to build community through photography itself, right? So after answering the why question, let's say you can already go to the where. Okay, where is your location? Where do you like to put up or set up your own studio? Okay, so for businessman, this is very crucial. Location is very, very crucial. So it will determine how you're going to market your business itself. Okay. For us, we are located in Maginhawa Street, busy street in Quezon City. That became one of our challenge because we are located inside the compound. It's not located on the main street, but inside the compound. So our really challenge is how do we get to manage our marketing when we are not seen outside the main street. Okay, so first we try to do the online. Okay, before OLX there's sulit.com. So sulit.com is a local provider that you want to advertise something. It's for free. Okay, so we started with that, trying to, and then going to Facebook, and then later I will further discuss this marketing side. Okay, but when you already decided where you like to set up and what market are you targeting, let's say, are you targeting the high-end people? Okay, high-end people. Let's say in the busy street of Makati, so you will know that your people are high professionals. Okay, they are high professionals, and these are your market. Or maybe you are surrounded with universities around you, like us. We are surrounded with different colleges and different universities. So most of my market plays around with professionals and a lot of the students. So there are season, okay, that there are fully booked. My studios fully booked with studio rentals because of students requiring in their orgs or in their projects. Okay, so that could be a good potential market. So you have to determine where is your location, where do you like to set up your own studio, okay, and what kind of market. And you can also try to define yourself, who you are and what is your market. Okay, the type of person you are, your personality. If it fits with the high end, then go for the high end. If it fits with the middle class, then try to go with the market, with the middle market. So after answering the questions where you have already your own locations and you're already trying to think about, when do I like to set up my own studio? Okay, this is also crucial. Okay, I have friends before that who also plan to set up their own studios. One case was he was resigning to his work, and he plans to set up his own studio and he was able to get a good enough amount of money to start a studio. But the problem is he has a lot of restrictions, personal restrictions. Like he's a family man and he worries about the future, how he provide the family, starting up with a business and everything, the risk factor. Okay, so there is always a risk when you go into business. Okay, but there is such thing as they say, calculated risk. Okay, that's why when you start a business, when you go into a business, you try to study first. Okay, I would suggest that don't make it too long. Okay, when you try to set up your own business, when we start, on my own experience, what happened to us is after we get married by my wife, me and my wife's handling our business. We have photography business and we also have art cafe. Our art cafe right now is just newly established, is 1 year. It's located on the ground floor. Okay, somehow it was connected because we want to expand our business, and we want also to make it more relevant to our customers. And on our experience, there are clients renting our studios that they're going to call the Pizza Hut or delivery and then going to order. So we thought about, what if we create our own cafe or create our own restaurant? So the people is a one shop place wherein you can also dine in. So we start up an art cafe. It was very, very tough. But when we start our studio before, we were thinking, okay, we gave ourselves 3 months, okay, for the planning, everything. And I would suggest that you work backwards, okay. If you saw a place that you really like to start with your business, and then you push the timetable, okay. Especially when it's already it's a commercial space, you need to reserve it. You need to talk to the tenants, okay, or the owners of the place, so you can occupy the space. So given that, when you already have your place, give yourself at least 3 months to plan for everything, okay? Planning for the business, the things that you need to prepare, the renovations, okay, the equipment that has to be purchased, and all of these things, okay? And then after that, you apply with your business permits. So it will become a more formal, so you could really start doing right with your business, okay? That's the advantage of having a really good foundation, okay? Going back, so sometimes with my friend, it never materialized, his studio, because he got more on to his planning and everything. Took him months, and then after that, a different opportunity came for him. So what I'm saying is that when you feel that it is time for you to set up your own studio or your own business, you have to be determined on the date, okay? To be really realistic with your timetable, okay? Siguro, if you need more time to save or prepare, just go for 6 months. But I think more than 6 months or a year, there's really the risk of not being able to start your business. That's why when you have that gut feeling in yourself, okay, I want this to happen, and just make it happen. Okay, when the time is right, when the timing is right, just make things happen. Okay, so that's how you try to start with your business. Okay, after answering those 4 W's. Okay.